What up? It's Chris back with another video. And years ago, I dropped out of college. I didn't have a job, so I was broke. And like the little one over there, I was having a kid on the way. And if you want to figure out how to make over $100,000 without a college degree, stay tuned. It's gonna be a good one.
Thank you, Chris.
No problem. Okay, so you want to know how to make $100,000 a year selling cars. No college degree, no experience needed. Just get in, start making the money. Now, just because you can make that much money, and you will if you put in the work, it doesn't mean it's going to be easy. You are going to have to put in work to make this money. First, I'm going to talk about a couple things that may deter people from selling cars, then I'm going to get into what makes it good, what makes it fun, and why you should do it. So the first thing, and I think probably the main thing that, deters people away from the car industry is the hours. Typically, I'll work 11 to 12 hours a day. I get in at 9 a.m. and I'll leave at 8 p.m. Sometimes I stay longer. So that's the first thing. So if you're not up for working 11 to 12 hours a day, this probably ain't for you. Now, I will say this. Just because it's 11 to 12 hours a day, this is not your standard 11 to 12 hours a day. I actually used to clean dorm rooms for college, and I worked 8 hours a day. And I got an hour lunch, and I had like a 20-minute break. But I worked all 8 hours, except those allotted times for my break and stuff. I was working the whole time. And so that, I was working. Here, it's not like that. In the car industry, sometimes we make time, we goof off, we play around. It's, there's a lot of downtime because when you don't have a customer and you're not making your phone calls to try to bring, more customers in, it's a lot of chill time. Now, you don't want to spend all your time chilling, but there's a lot more downtime in this business than, in any other job that I've ever done. The next thing that may deter people from the car business is it is commission at most places you go. With it being commission, you may not make a paycheck if you don't sell the amount of cars, but I'm telling you this, and I'm going to tell you this now. Once you learn what you're doing, meaning you learn the product, you learn how to get up and you can face rejection and talk to customers, you're not going to not make money as long as you're doing what you're supposed to. Know the product when you're talking to the customer. Get up and talk to customers constantly, right? And just follow the process that's given to you. Every dealership you go to is going to have a certain process that you need to follow. As long as it's a good process, follow that process, and then eventually you're going to get your own process. I promise you'll be fine. You're not going to have to worry about, owing the company money or anything like that. Commission's not bad. Commission's actually better because you're getting paid for the work that you do. Meaning, if you're better than somebody else, like you do a better job than someone else, you're getting paid for that. You sell more cars, you're getting paid on more cars versus a salary job where if you're the hardest worker in the room, you're getting paid the same as someone who is the worst person in the room when it comes to the work. So you want to be on commission. You want to get paid for your work. A lot of people get scared because they think, oh, well, what if I have a bad month? But the thing is, it always averages out. If you're putting in the right work, it's going to average out to where you're never not satisfied. You'll be fine. I promise you. Nothing is wrong with commission. Commission was the best thing that ever happened to me. The last thing that may deter you from selling cars, and when I say the last thing, I mean one of the main things is you're dealing with the public. You may be dealing with unreasonable people that don't understand, but that's actually okay because our job as salespeople is to educate the public. Our job is to help them. There's a lot of stigma with car salesmen where, oh, he cheated me and he did all these things that were wrong. That is not what we're doing. That's not what we're here to do. Now, there are bad people that can deter people and lie and cheat and steal, and that's life. You can't do anything about that. There's people that anywhere you go, any job you go to, they're going to do that. But a good salesperson is there to help the public and help the customer and be happy when they buy a car and eventually, get their friends to buy a car, their family, and get them to buy another car in the future. So a good salesperson knows how to, direct a person where if they want to buy a $30,000 car and they want to pay $200 a month, our job is to tell them, hey, actually you'd have to put, a certain amount down to, get to that payment that you're trying to accomplish, or we might need to be on a car that's a little bit cheaper. Say it in a way where you don't offend anybody, but at the same time, you're giving them guidance so you can help them buy the right car for them. And they're still happy, and they bring you people later in the future to buy cars. Those are the things that may deter you. But if you're not scared of those things and you're willing to work hard, you're going to make a lot of money. You're going to meet a lot of people, have a lot of cool stories, have a lot of fun experiences. You're going to be able to get into a car like this, a Passport, super comfortable, 2 rows, a lot of tech. Look at all the tech in this. Beautiful. A lot of backseat space. And you're going to be able to get into cars like this and make people very happy. Okay, now on with the many reasons why working at a car dealership can be one of the best things you've ever done. Not only can you make a lot of money without a college degree, over 100K, like I was saying before, this is actually a job where it's not boring. Something new happens every day. What you're doing is you're meeting new people every single day, so you're constantly learning and constantly having to adjust. You're not gonna know what's going on. You may wake up one day thinking you're gonna sell a car and you don't, or you may wake up thinking you're not gonna sell a car and you do. It's very random, but there's also a control to it. As long as you're putting in the work, like I said previously, and trying to improve every day, you are, and you're gonna sell a car. Selling a car is not hard. It all comes down to, do you have the mental toughness to go through the rejection and the ups and the downs and be able to, make something happen out of it? A person gives you an objection. They say, oh, I don't want to buy a car today, and you turn that into a sale. You can make it into a car deal just through your sheer will and efforts. People are going to lie. People are going to say, oh, I don't want to buy a car today. Oh, I need to talk to my husband. Oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. And you have to figure out a way. You're not going to do it every time, but you need to figure out a way to turn that into them buying a car. And the best part about selling a car is this is one of the biggest purchases that someone can ever do, right behind buying a house. So you are a direct impact on someone's life, meaning you're going to help them get into a car they're going to keep for the next 3, 4, 5 years, which is amazing. When we're talking about the money that you can make, it's not just a salary like I was saying before. This is commission in most cases. There are some dealerships that do salary, but in most cases, this is going to be a commission job for you. With it being commission, a lot of people are like, oh no, what's going to happen if I don't make, my money? Oh no, I'm not going to be able to hit my quota, and I'm not going to be able to support my family. Now, if you're not working and you're not learning and you're not trying to improve every day, because when you first start selling, everybody's not going to sell 20, 30 cars. It's going to take time. When I first started, I was selling 7 cars. I wasn't selling as many as I'm selling now. But what you'll notice as time goes on is you get better and you improve. So this is not going to be an issue for you as long as you're learning, right? As long as you have a good sales process and you learn. The best part about commission is you are going to make as much money as you want to make. There is no ceiling to this. So if you want to make X amount of money and double it or triple it the next month, you can. It's all about how hard you work and working efficiently. That is why commission is better than a salary, in my opinion, because like I was saying before, you can sell, you can outsell someone on a salary, but you're going to make the same amount of money as them. I mean, that doesn't make any sense to me. You're working harder than someone and doing better than someone, but you make the exact same amount. But on commission, guess what? That's not the case. You're going to make as much money as you want, as long as you're putting in the work and as long as you're making things happen. So sales is a beautiful thing, and being 5 years in sales, I never thought I'd be in the position I am in. And I think that, sales is not only, made me money, but it's also made me a stronger individual. You can you start to gauge on people, and you can kind of look at their facial expressions, and you learn body language, and, this you can take with you, and not just the job, but you can take it outside into all aspects of your life. Also, when you are in sales, you are your own boss. So a little bit into my process. When I get to work, I start making phone calls. I call customers I sold cars to. I call brand new customers. We get internet leads. So I call the internet leads and try to set appointments. And then off of those appointments, I try to turn those into car deals. Simple as that. Just to make it super simple, get the car ready before they come, etc., sell the car. But I am my own boss. No one tells me, do this, do this, do this. I already know what I need to do, and I make it happen. This is the closest thing to being my own boss is actually owning my own business. This is a fast-paced job. This is not slow. Now, granted, you got to bring the customers in the door. So if you don't have any clients, it's going to be slow for you. But once you learn your process and you know how to bring customers in, hook customers on the phone, you're gonna be booming. You're never gonna be bored. I am at work 12 hours a day, like I said, but I am never bored because I'm always doing something. I'm making phone calls. I'm getting cars ready, taking it to detail, calling customers, moving, boom, boom, bam, boom, boom. Sales can be a very fun and enjoyable job, especially once you start making the money, because who wants to work and not make any money? We're not doing this for fun. We're doing this to make money. But it's also fun without just getting a paycheck. I'm not looking forward to, oh, I just want to get a paycheck. Oh, I just want to get, no. I'm actually enjoying the job while I'm there. So if you are someone who is hustle oriented, strong mindset, has passion for other people, because one thing I don't like is people that don't care about other people trying to work a job about serving the people. First and foremost, this job is about serving the people. You want to be a people person. If you're going to sell, you have to be, because you got to get in front of a lot of people all the time. You always got to be on. If you're off for a moment, you're going to lose a sale. So if you're the type of person that likes to make money, likes to help people, you don't even have to like cars. I'm a car guy, but I didn't know anything about cars before I got started. Now I know more about Hondas than I ever could. I work in a Honda dealership. But if you're the type of person that wants to make money and likes to help people, this may be the job for you. Thanks for watching. I'm out here at this beautiful fountain, and I will see you guys next time.